Welcome back to another episode. We are back. We running late this week. Some shit came up, but it is what it is. We back with another episode. Finally, I love doing this shit every week. I don't know about you, but this shit brings me actual joy in my day.
Hey.
This is fun because we don't see each other real often besides holidays and some random times during the year. But face to face is cool.
You feel me? We be on the game every day, but you know what I'm saying? Seeing
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
homies. But we we back in the full swing on basketball. NBA is finally back. It's been a couple weeks out. Games is going well right now, in my opinion. The NBA brings me happiness. Loves the basketball, dog. So is college basketball. It's obviously a lot less, more skillful, just competitive, but NBA is back in a full swing. That being said, I wanted to talk last week about this, but we didn't get to because we were running long. I want to talk about the Charlotte Hornets, bro. Then I want to talk about a specific player in a second, but the Charlotte Hornets, bro. This team is who, bro? Like, I don't know the managerial skills there. I think it's a culture thing, bro. I really do. I think it's a culture. So I look at it in comparison to the Sacramento Kings, how long they were losing. And as soon as I don't know that they really changed the GM positioning, but look what happens when because they had De'Aaron Fox for years so far. He was drafted, like,
Wasting his
17?
career, dog.
I mean, but last year it was
Yes.
good. And the year before that, they were building on it. And it's like they wasted Boogie Cousins' career there, his entire time there. Wasted. But as soon as they changed that coaching aspect of the culture, boom. Like, you saw the narrative change and how they're starting to win. Last year, they got the third seed in the West under Mike
They
Brown,
should have
and they look good.
to be real, they should have beat the Warriors in that damn playoff series, bro.
100%. So, but the narrative change that they're winning now because they were in a drought from the playoffs since like 2004, I think. And then you turn to Mike Brown, who's done it on several teams and wins, and now he's here, and then make the playoffs with a 3 seed, not sneaking in. They got a 3 seed and should have got to the second round.
In that
It was just lack of experience. So
facts.
that's why I'm
Also,
saying
they had that last minute trade. They still needed to get a little bit more chemistry together. Man, they gonna keep making waves in this month. I say they go 2-3 rounds deep this year.
for sure.
I've been messing with Swiper, but he just ain't like you said, bro. It's the damn
I like
culture or whatever, bro.
I like him and Sabonis as the duo they got. It's nice, and they got a good core team. But back to the Hornets, it's just an organization thing. I think they have
Mm-hmm.
nice young pieces that they've drafted. They don't always draft well, let's just be honest. But that comes with managing the upper management and who are they drafting. And I think that needs to change for them to start winning because they have pieces they need, in my opinion, right now. But the coaching, I don't even know who their coach is. Clearly, that's not a good sign. And then management. Michael Jordan, did he sign the team away over this summer, or was it last year?
It was this summer. It was like at the end of last year,
Okay, so see, like, he's
like after
moving
the
on.
season.
He was never really a GM because you remember they've snuck into the playoffs every once in a while, even when they were the Bobcats, bro. But like they was a team that was like,
Yeah,
hey, ain't nobody really care. Like, it
and
is
they've
what it
always
is.
had talent, bro. It's not like it's lacking
Al
talent because they've always
Jefferson,
had somebody
Kemba
that was on there that
Walker,
was nice.
yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous how they still can't win with the pieces they get, with the highest draft picks they get every year, and they still can't win because LaMelo can do it. I like Terry Rozier as a scorer for them. Gordon Hayward's a nice veteran to have. I mean, just to play the game for him. But the dude, I'm telling you, everybody's talking about Sengun from the Houston Rockets, right? How he's like Jokic Jr. or whatnot because he's dropping like assists and rebounds and he's dropping like 20 points a game or almost 20 points. Mark Williams, I'm telling you right now, if somebody find this clip and blow it up, Mark Williams is legit, bro. I'm telling you, as a big man, like a legit big man. I think the other day, last week, he dropped a 2020 ball. and hit in his second year. I mean, with he gets half the playing time on that team as the center. He's the I don't know. I think he's a starter, but he literally only plays half the minutes. And they always go into small ball, and they've been losing. But he is efficient as hell, dude. I think he like on the season right now, he's at 75% in the field goal percentage. He is killing them in the painted area. He's making shots. Like the shots he takes, he makes. Whether it's dunks, layups, whatever, he's making them. That's what counts. And he's averaging, I think, like 14, 15, something like that. Probably a little lower, like a few couple points, but it's not like still averaging that much in half the time you're getting that you should be getting, only like 22 minutes a game. That's pretty damn good. Plus, he's an excellent defender. I look at him, let's say, what we thought Hassan Whiteside was going to be after his 1 year, right? You remember how good he
I
was in like 2016?
yeah, defensive wise, offense he was always a little lacking, but I get
Yeah.
what you're saying.
See, because, I mean, they definitely need to play him a lot more if they want to win because they've been losing. And my thing is coaching, but they always choose to go to small ball playing, who is it? Miles Bridges or PJ Washington is who it is. That's who they're playing. They keep playing PJ Washington, Nick Richards. I mean, they just keep going to the 6'9" and under lineup, and it's not winning because everybody plays a big man on them, and they can't dominate with that. I think they have too much shooting around. They need to get it. They have too much leeway, in my opinion. They need to get a nice, solid vet in there to help them control and understand the game better and stop just running around bullshitting. And they're gonna start winning. But I just said I wanted to make a focal point on Mark Williams that he is going to be probably a top 10 center, I would say, next year. If he gets his playing time increased. Because if you look at his numbers, I want you to look at his numbers after this. They are nice for the time he's getting.
Well, yeah, I remember you've been telling me about this dude for like the past like week. I ain't really looked into it, and I ain't watched the Hornets at all this year. But I know they started that in season tournament shit, so I've been watching
Mm-hmm.
the Pacers. I just try to watch people that I like. So I've been watching Tyrese Halliburton, of course, the Kings. I've always liked D Fox, but I ain't really paid attention to the Kings because they,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they ain't been good. But since last year in that playoff series, I've been watching them. And then, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch the Suns. Shout out to my man's KD. I'm going to watch them every time, even though they looking a little poo right now. But um, we going to start taking a look at them. And I think just the problem with like the younger teams like that, especially specifically the Hornets, because they all young, like
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have like a vet to like even it out, or you don't necessarily need a vet, you just need a like a veteran coach or a coach
Yeah.
that's like not gonna play around and just like, and that's I think that's what the Hornets is missing. I don't really think it's anything above like the head coach, bro. Like the coach, you got to set the tone, bro. And if you just letting these 21 to 25 year olds just go out there and just hoop like Jalen Green, just like, oh, let me go get these buckets. Like, you ain't gonna win. That's not how you win in the
Yeah.
NBA. So,
They're playing pickup constantly, is what it looks like. That's what it
Neiman,
seems to me. Look, I pulled it up. Mark Williams, regular season so far, 10 games played, 25 minutes. So that's like right above the halfway mark, a minute over. 74% field goal, 74% from the field total, 70% from the free throw, averaging 9 rebounds, only 1 assist, right under 1 block. But the kicker is the 14.4 points a game in 25 minutes at 74% shooting. That's pretty damn good. I mean, with 9 rebounds. So if he plays, let's say, like a
that's nuts.
standard
He should
out,
be averaging
if
double
he plays
doubles,
like
damn near.
35, like that 32 to 35 range, his numbers probably increase to like 20 and 12, 20 and 13, 14 right there. Like 20-ish, right? You would say? You
For
would agree?
sure. 100p.
And those numbers look like a top 10 center right there as soon as he gets those. 8 to 10 extra minutes. So I say they definitely need coaching, like I said, but they need to increase his minutes to help them win. To let him start dominating and creating space for LaMelo to make plays, to allow the shooters to shoot more percentage wise, and I think they start winning.
Absolutely, because what other? But who's they? You said he starts, but who's
Nick
the? They don't
Richards.
even have
Nick
another big
Richards.
man after him, bro.
Nick
Like
Richards.
they,
That's who it
yeah,
is.
they don't have
It's not it.
another two big men. Like
And he's
who?
not
Like I
it.
get it. The league is like a smaller ball league, but like you have to. Still, almost every successful team has a solidified big man that they play
Yep.
consistently. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but you still gotta have a true big man, I think, that's gonna do the dirty work, get you the board. And my excellent example I give every time is Kevon Looney, bruh. Like
Yep. I
Kevon
was gonna
Looney
say
was
him.
very pivotal in this last chip that they won. He was very pivotal throughout the entire playoffs. He was
He was
cool.
pivotal in beat. Yeah, he was pivotal in beating the Kings last year.
That's what I'm saying. He was cool regular season, but in the playoffs, when that shit, like when you playing the same team over and over again, and like that's when teams start getting exposed. And Kevon Looney gonna do the dirty work. He gonna do everything a big man needs to do. So you got Stephen Clay shooting threes all night. He cleaning the boards up, and he's giving them extra shots, or he's getting little putbacks, bro. He's averaging 10 points
Playing
off
his
of
role.
putbacks. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he getting 22 boards, playing great defense, like paint defense. Like you gotta, I don't know, bro. People can say what they want about the big man and how it's fading away and shit, but you still need it.
I'm here for it because I played the big man in high school. That's my jam. You guys to do it. You guys to have them. It works every time. It just works. Moving next, bro. The person that really needs to get they shine, who you've been talking about for the past 2 years, is Cam Thomas, bro.
Jesus
Lord have mercy.
Christ.
Please start this man. I don't care if he gets to 32 minutes or whatever a game, the 30 plus. Start this man. Like why is he not starting? Is this like an ego thing? Like I'm a coach. I'm not gonna let you do what you want, or is it like he doing something wrong, or you just don't want to start him because you feel like it doesn't benefit? I mean, I, Cam Thomas a bucket. He one of the best buckets in
A
the league.
flaming hot bucket, bro. A flaming hot bucket.
Like he's top
You
10
put this
scoring wise,
man
like a bucket wise. Top 10 scoring
easily.
bucket wise.
100p. Even when KD was in Brooklyn and Cam Thomas was only playing like once every 15 games, he was saying, bro, like, bro, Cam is a bucket. Like, he gonna come in. This man was
Yep.
playing like 15 minutes, giving 25. Like, that's
Yep.
easy and it's light work. It's not like he going out there doing all this. Bro, I don't understand it. This man, well, whenever they
He don't.
started getting on
Yeah.
him injuries, whenever they started hitting on him injuries, they had to play him. This
Bucket.
man, I remember this man had 3 or 4 straight games with a 40 ball.
A 40
But
nugget
we not
is
gonna give him
crazy as a second year player who hasn't really gotten any time on the court.
no time, bro. And it's like,
Exactly.
bro, what? Come on, dog. I don't get it, bro.
Me
Like,
neither. A
cool, you
six
don't
six
want to
wing
start
like
him.
that. Shit.
My thing is cool, you don't want to start him, but he needs to get at least 30 minutes a game.
And
Like,
he has been this year so far. He's played 8 games. He's averaging 27. But I don't
come
think
on,
he's still
bro.
starting. You just need to start him and play. You get 48 minutes a game. He needs to be playing 35 to 40. No question for y'all to win. He, in my opinion, because I don't see him getting tired. His efficiency is well enough, and it'll only get better, I think, as long as you play him. Because he really don't pass the ball, but he takes excellent shots. Some shots he'll look like a little wild, but as you can see, he's knocking down these tough shots, and it's
Man, bro,
crazy.
you a bucket.
He's straight bucket. I need him to,
Like,
get
cool.
his
Like,
little
I
shine
mean,
on.
I guess I get it. I get it. I personally, I think it's cool if you don't want to start him, because I feel like you want to set the tone with like a Cam Johnson and the Mikal Bridges that's going to give you some buckets and play defense. Cool. But like I said, Cam Thomas still need the minutes because he don't to be real, he the only bucket getter they got. Like
Let's not act, yeah,
who
and let's not act like he can't handle the
Mikel
ball
and
and run the point roll.
exactly, exactly. Mikel and Cam, they gonna give you like your little what 15.
Spot up threes, couple runs to
Yeah,
the
you feel me?
rim.
Spot up. They not know they can't give you a bucket off the dribble like that. Like they're not, bro. Cam gonna get you. Like he one of them players. Like okay, we got 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Ain't shit working. Give it to Cam. Let him go get a bucket.
He reminds me, not reminds me. I'm just comparing it. Just like he just lacks the one thing that he does. Luca. Luca creates points for himself, and Luca gives it off. Cam just don't give it off because Cam's really just scoring. Now, as soon as
Facts.
Cam figures that he can give the ball off, as soon as he, I guess, gets trustworthy enough with his teammates, like he trusts his teammates more. It's like I don't know if that's the case or whatever, but as soon as you start figuring that out, she is skyrocket all star easily
100p,
because he
bro.
only averaging like 2 assists.
And I feel like that comes with playing time because like
Yep,
if I'm a bucket and I know I'm only getting 20 minutes a game, why the fuck am I passing the ball?
exactly.
I'm
So
not
he's
passing
played
shit. Like I'm finna go give you my 25 to 30 in my little 20 to 25 minutes, and then I'm gonna go on by my business, bro.
last year. He averaged like 18 minutes a game. That's atrocious. Just because
I don't know, dog, but
even though they had it is, but Cam Thomas and Mark Williams. Telling y'all now, everybody know Cam. Everybody seeing Cam. I'm gonna go back real quick so we can move on. I'm giving my shout out to Mark Williams because the big man skills is what I look for in basketball. I'm like a scout pro dog for basketball, man, easily. Mark Williams getting his shine on. He gonna come up. He got next. I promise you.
gonna see if they blackball him like they do Cam Thomas.
I
His
doubt it.
butt.
If not, he getting out of there, and I promise you, he gonna do better. But getting away from the sports shit, I want to talk about how open are you to doing new things with your significant other? Like, because you a homebody, I'm a homebody. You don't like doing shit, going out and all that. Like, sometimes, but I'm talking about like new shit, like, oh, let's go hiking. Oh, let's go do this rock climbing shit, like indoor stuff. Or whatever she
Um,
want to do. Like, like there's like pottery shit out there to do. My girl just mentioned dance classes this week. I'm like, I, hey, stop.
see,
Look, I
that's
can dance, bro. So, I'm all for it. I can show the skills
look.
off.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really see. It just depends, bro. Like I don't mind doing other shit. It's not like I ain't never did other shit though. I just choose like because if it's up to me, I'm not going like I'm gonna stay in the crib. I'm gonna do my thing here, bro. I'm gonna get on the game with you. Like I'm gonna watch TV, whatever, bro. But like it just depends on the activities. Like I don't really fuck with dance. Like I don't really fuck with going out and like dancing and shit. So like my girl asked me to do some dance classes. I'm not even giving it no thought, bro. Like that's not what I like to do. It's not what I want to do. I'm not doing it, bro. Like we can find something else. But
So,
like
so you
there's
not
just certain
open.
shit.
So
No,
you're
bro.
not
It's
open
it's
to broadening your horizons.
it's not like I ain't never done. You acting like I ain't never tried to dance before. This is not something that's
I'm
like if it's something totally new, I'll definitely try it like a few times. Like more than I would say like more than like 4 or 5 times. Like I'm
okay, but
not just
like a
about to
little
be
dance
like,
class, like hit up the tango or do a little cha cha or something. That because that's what you want to do. I'm saying like you just not open to it at all.
I'm gonna go with nah. That ain't it, y'all. Nah.
I
I'm gonna let
guess.
somebody else have it. And my thing is, if it's that big of a deal, bro, I don't really give a fuck that much. Go do it with somebody else. Like go be with somebody else that want to do the shit. I'm not like I'm not going back and forth none of that shit.
I get on some stuff, some stuff's crazy, but me like dance class. Hiking's one thing. I don't know. I'm a little heftier, but I don't mind hiking, but we can't be doing too much. We ain't going no craziness.
See, like I would say like dancing and like always going out like in public doing public shit. Like if you want to go to like a club or a bar Like all that shit, like that's the shit that I'm just like off rip. Like nah, like I'm cool. Like I don't want to be around a whole bunch of people. I don't fuck with dancing at all. So like I'm not. You're not gonna force me to do it just because you want me to do it.
Oh, you ain't got no
Like
rhythm.
cause I know 100p. Like I mean, if you want to call it that, I guess. But like I know off rip, like I'm not gonna fuck with it, and I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to where because like okay, say I do go do it, I'm gonna be pissed off the whole time,
You just off
and
rip
then
pissed
you
because you just didn't want to do it in the first place.
because I don't want to do it, bro.
You can't try to
Like if
enjoy it or nothing.
wh- so my thing is that's just
Okay,
like
this
eating
moving
some
away from
nasty food.
dancing. So like pottery, like that's like another example. Like I said, like doing some shit like that, or like a painting class or something.
I did all that shit, bro. Like I was in Boy Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout, bro. I did all that shit.
A
Any
weeblo.
arts and craft shits. I'll leave this motherfucker right now. I'll leave this right there.
A
I did like
weeblo.
all arts and I messes with like all arts and craft shit, like anything. Um, I'm telling you, like shit that I'm set on that I know for sure I don't like. I've tried already, and I just don't fuck with it. So like, I'm not gonna go do it because you like it. Like I said, I don't care if you go do it with somebody else or you go do it by yourself or whatever the case may be. But if you're that dead set on me going to do it with you, bro, just leave.
So you're like
Go
50
do
50.
fuck.
So I would say you're like 50-50 on going to do new shit.
No, bro. I'll go do new shit.
Okay,
I'm
but
just
like,
saying
okay, I think
that
we got too in
specific
depth
thing.
into the. Oh yeah, I think we got too in depth to specifics. I would say, but like, so you're
I would
just
say in
open to
general,
do it.
if it's
It's got to be
something
something new. It's got to be something new, new.
exactly like if it's
Okay.
something I never tried or something I tried like once or twice, I'll go do it. I don't mind it. But like if I don't fuck with it and I'll do it for an extended period of time before I say like I don't really like this, I don't want to do it no more. Like I'll definitely give it a good amount of tries before I'm just like, nah, fuck it. I don't like this, whatever.
Fair
Because
enough.
also at the same time, I'm like like we the same, like we perfectionists, like we want to be the best at whatever the fuck we trying to do. So
Oh
like,
yeah, I.
especially if I do some shit and I'm like, damn, this shit kind of hard, it's gonna piss me off that
But
it's
it's kind
hard
of
and I
fun a
can't
little
do
bit.
it. Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I ain't fuck. We gonna do this shit every motherfucking day until I get this shit right.
That's like Valorant right now. I just started playing again and like, hey, not gonna lie, I have good games and I be getting pooted on, dog. I'm like, hey, I like this game, but we not stopping until I get, I'm above 500 on the kill to death ratio.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't like playing games with. That's why I don't like playing them type of games, bro. Especially games with a little bit of learning curve. That shit will spiral me for weeks.
Yeah, we gonna keep playing.
So
Yeah, because I mean, new shit is just fun to do. I mean, like I said, like we went hiking when we went to Oregon, and I liked it because I think I liked it the most. I mean, I was tired of the bitch. I ain't gonna lie, because we biked. It was a steep ass hill. I'm talking. I couldn't even explain to you, but the view was worth it. Like it was really nice outside nature. Either way, bro. Like I know we live in Texas. I know I told you when I got to Oregon, beautiful. As soon as I got back in Texas, the air quality I could tell was dog shit here.
straight
I'm talking.
ass
My
out.
sinuses was stuffed up immediately. I was like,
You
Lord
also
have
in
mercy,
like, we also in like big cities, so that makes it worse. It's
because
not
all
that
the
bad, like in the
all the
rural
emission
areas,
of the
but
fuel and shit. We got
yeah,
factories here in Houston, but still, point being, air quality nice over there. If it wasn't so goddamn expensive to live, I'd move there.
telling you, anything with more nature, the air quality is 1,000% is gonna be hella better.
See, and cause you a weeblo, I could take you there and we could go. We could just be chilling, bro. Like if we ever got in a
Stop it.
situation in the woods,
You know what I'm
I'm chilling.
saying?
Can
We
you
out
swim?
here,
Can you swim? This is a stereotype true. Can you swim? Can you not swim?
nigga. Eagle Scout. I had to swim. I had to swim a mile every single summer, dog.
So you a
I'm
strong
probably
swimmer.
the best swimmer you know. I'm probably the best swimmer you know, straight up.
Look, I know I'm bigger.
I could make a floaty device out of some blue jean denim pants. Stop playing with me.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
I do this.
I'm well trained also. I ain't no weeblo, but I know things. I can't tie a knot for shit. I gotta learn, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, I could teach the knots. You feel me? I do the
Oh yeah,
clothes hitch. You know what I'm saying? The double clothes. Come on, man. I'm here.
weeblo. Well, yeah. See, I'll be at work and we be needing to tie knots on on some shit, and I'll be like, nah, you got it, dude. Like, go ahead. I don't know shit. I'll be trying to tie a knot. That shit come loose. I'm gonna lose my little like piece, my equipment. I'm like, nah, y'all got it. Fuck my shit up. Anyways, moving on. So speaking of like how nice Oregon was and all that, how I'm a firm believer. Like like I think 2 weeks ago, bro. I finally just took the time. Just me and my dogs went to the dog park, bro. You need to take the time uh, to do something for yourself. Like find peace. I'm talking about. I just sat there and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. It was like 4 o'clock. The sun's going down. Sunset's looking nice. It was nice and chilly. I'm chilling. And the dogs is playing in this field, and wasn't nobody there, bro. I mean, I was at peace, bro. Like honestly, like I was just chilling. Like I didn't like pay attention to anything around me. I was just like in the moment, and it was like blissful, the most blissful thing I've like actually experienced. It wasn't no like nowhere special. It was just we was at the dog park, nobody there, and like I was at peace. I feel like I definitely haven't done that enough, but it's something I'm definitely gonna start doing more, and I feel like people should literally look into doing that a lot more than they think about it or like say they do, but they really don't get the chance to because they get sidetracked.
Yeah, I feel like, and I agree with you 100p. I don't necessarily think it has to be like your situation, but
Yeah,
just
no, no, no. Everybody
finding,
has their own thing.
yeah, just like finding something that like you could do that you just do and it, you don't worry about nothing else that's going on around you. Like it's just you and that. And it's more of like a peaceful, like get away, like a getaway from everything that you can do daily and not like, of course, you can motherfucking go hike and you're gonna be away from
Yeah,
everything, but you can't do that every single. Some people can't do that every day, or like you can't just do that. You don't. People don't have that luxury to just go walk a park or whatever. So just finding like little shit to do, like even if like do a crossword puzzle where you're not focusing on shit else but the puzzle. So you're doing the puzzle, your mind's clear, you're not thinking about anything except what you're doing, and that's like a, I feel like that's a form of like self care, because
it definitely was. For me, it was.
especially especially being a grown ass adult and we got to wake up and worry about bills and wake up going to work every morning, what's gonna happen at work, and like, and then if you got kids, you got to worry about all them and whatever they got going on, like just something to take your mind away from just life in general and just focus on one thing. That's, I feel like it's a form of meditation, really, because
Yeah,
that's
and it
all
could.
meditation is.
Yeah, it could
All
be
meditation
anything
is
you
just
want to
focusing
do.
on one thing, and so your mind's like you're pretty much just clearing your mind for that moment, and then
And yeah, and I don't mean like something like oh, it's me time. Like oh, let me go just chill in this room and watch TV or something. That might be it for you. I really don't think that is, but I mean like actually going out and doing something by yourself, or if you prefer like one other person. But like I said, for me, it was that moment outside chilling, absolutely just sitting. I was literally sitting on a like next to a tree on the ground, perfectly fine. I mean, maybe somebody's just hiking, maybe it's going shopping or something, or just walking around in the mall just to look, or like we said earlier, new shit like art classes. They've done it before. You just gotta find it and see what it is. But I feel like once you like experience it, it's the most bliss you'll get every chance you do it, anytime you do
and
it.
I don't, yeah, and I don't think it's necessarily. I feel like a lot of times people run into that specific thing not on purpose. It's like one of
Yes,
those things where like you're just doing, or like you plan on doing something, or you're doing something like you said, like you was just walking your dog, and then
yeah,
boom,
and
like
it really just happened. Like I had no like I take him to the dog park every day and every weekend, or every other day and like every weekend, and just nobody was there. And like I said, it was nice outside, and it just happened.
yeah, exactly, bro. And I feel like that happens more often than we think. We just don't take that into account when it's happening, and then just be like, okay, let's like repeat this because I know like at this time and at this moment I felt at peace and I felt blissful and I felt this and this and that was like the best I felt in a long time. So instead of like internalizing that and trying to achieve that again, we just take it as like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That was just a great moment, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then we just go on about our life. And then it doesn't happen again until it accidentally happens again. So I feel like if we just take into account when those times happen and you try to, even if you don't necessarily get there every single time, like just trying to achieve that specific thing,
Yeah,
it'll happen more often than not.
yeah. You just try to repeat it, like keep it going. Like you said, it's not gonna feel the same exact way every time, but now and again, it'll repeat that first time it happened,
Yeah.
and you'll get that sense of blissfulness and peace in that moment. It was definitely worth it. Uh, that's it on my end. I know you had some other shit that you wanted to go through.
Well, for one, since we speaking on working, we talk
By,
about the work week.
by the way, I was playing some country music while I was sitting out there in that peaceful moment. So, suck it,
Country
easy.
music will not be a part of my fucking peaceful routine because that shit
It's
is
a hater.
unless it's before he cheats or motherfucking don't take the girl.
Whatever.
Not
Move on.
happening.
Whatever.
Speaking of the work week, bruh.
Don't
My
get me
and
started.
so I feel like, well, for one, I think the work week need to be shorter because especially nowadays, now that everybody wants to make a big deal about mental health, which I think is important, but
To a
it's
degree.
just like within, yeah, to a degree. I feel like this past like 5 to 8 years or so, is mental health's been like a big thing. And jobs and shit want to do all this stuff to promote mental health, et cetera, et cetera. But they don't want to shorten the work week or they don't want to. First of all, we're not taking in account the employees and the work that you're putting on them for 5 out of 7 days, 8 days,
Mm.
every single fucking day of those days. And then we wonder why like people's unhappy in their
Turnover.
workplace
Unhappy and turnover
yeah,
rates.
and turnover rate is crazy and like
I work in that
so
environment now. And I'm going to tell you like this. At the end of the day, it's penny pinching, dog. It's atrocious. In my opinion, for where I work at, it's penny pinching. It's all about $1. And
which is cool because I come in just from a business standpoint, of course you want to pinch every
but
fucking dollar you got,
there's a
but
degree to it, just like anything
exactly
else.
there's
And
a
we don't
degree
understand
to
that in
it.
mine.
And I feel like either one of two things needs to happen. Either they need to shorten the work week or they need to raise the wages, bruh.
Well, yeah, because wages haven't been raised in who knows how long. Like they show all the time. Like I'm sure you've seen the market rates of housing and all that from the 80s and 90s all the way till now has drastically
Exactly.
increased, and the pay wages have literally been flat. Obviously, they increase slightly, but overall, in a general aspect, it's flat.
It's not enough for, and that's my thing, bro. Either so if we don't want to pay motherfuckers, why is we having them work long hours just for pretty much what you would be paying if they work in regular hours? And then like then again, we gonna complain when people call in, or we gonna complain when people put in vacation days, and we gonna deny vacation days, et cetera, et cetera. But it's like, hey, bro. And then when I come into work and I come in and I'm not extra nice or I'm not doing no extra shit. I'm like, hey, bro, is you paying me extra? No.
So our
All right, cool.
generation has gotten into the point where, which I'm fully on board. We act our wages. Like we don't like take shit. For the most part, I feel like a lot of them do. Like you hear a lot of stories. It's just like we don't take shit. Like we act our wages. If that's how they're gonna treat us, and like we're not looking to get pushed around. Oh, like you're on salary. We pay you 40 no matter what, but you're gonna work 50 plus. Like nah, like a lot of people
Yeah,
don't do
bro.
that.
It's not popping. And then the biggest thing with me, the shit that pisses me off the most is when I like talk to somebody that's older and like, oh, I broke my back every day.
Yeah,
Like I only got one day off a week
this ain't
to
the 80s,
provide for
bro.
my family, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, bro, that's cool, but that's your choice. You decide, and now that's why you walking around broke back as fuck and ain't got nothing to show for it.
And that was at a different time when the wages, were the housing was low, all that market economy was lower, and the wages were slightly lower than what they are now. And like again in a general aspect, so it was equal. So when the shit jumped up, just like I'm bullshitting percentages, but the housing jumped up like 200, 400% or whatever. Wages jumped up like 2% since then.
Yeah, 2 to 3%.
And
Like
that's not nowhere near accurate. I'm just bullshitting, like saying, but it's like clearly imbalanced. So yeah, there
absolutely
was a benefit back then to doing that shit. Right now, there's not because they want long hours for the same pay and not long hours for more pay. I mean, it's just is what it is. You're not gonna get that out of me.
factuals.
Like during the work
Yeah,
week
100p. I ain't doing that shit.
in my 40 hours, we technically work 45. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll be slipping and dipping. I get my shit done. Hey, I drive around, get my shit done. I'm going home within time. Like I don't be like, always getting home early as shit. But I'm not about to, bust my hump, bro, more than I already do, and you pay me the same shit, and I should be getting paid 10 times, not 10 times more, like damn near double doing two people's jobs. Like no, it's not happening, bro.
100p, bro. And just going back to the work week and the hours, do you think my thing is, do you think as far as the work week goes, do you think we should get more time off than
Well, I
than
definitely
what's
should.
done now?
I don't know what normal is at mine. I get 2 weeks off a year, and like when I mean 2 weeks, it's 10 days. That's it. When you started, you got more. What do you get, like 3, almost 4 weeks?
Yeah.
I get 2 weeks, and I work fucking 45 plus hours a week and get paid for 40. It's like nah, bro. I definitely need more, in my opinion. Like I don't know if that's standard. I guess 2 weeks would be standard. I'm not sure. If that's the case, then definitely for sure. Uh, Vacation time needs to be increased, but I think my main problem is with I just want to get paid the time I work. I know I signed salary, but it's like you want me to do more for you, make you more money, but you're not willing to return a favor. It's just like scratch my back and then you're not scratching mine. That's my issue. And that's like a lot of places are. Not every place. I mean, a lot of people I talk to, oh, this workplace environment is great, great, great. And then I look at mine. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, this place sucks. So I think a lot of people, I mean, not a lot of people, for me, it's like I just want to get paid the time I work and then I'm good. I'm straight. I don't like working 45 all the time, but I mean, it helps. But if I had to choose between dropping the hours or lessening the days, I would make it a 4 day work week and I would just work 4 tens like a lot
Yeah.
of people do. I could 4 tens easy money. Get 3 day weekend.
100p. I feel like I don't think it's a problem with like the hours. I just feel like they should be allocated, like you said, differently. Like I shouldn't have to. Like I feel like it's unnecessary for me to take 5 days out of my 7 day week and spread across 40 hours. And sometimes and then like you said, bro, you have me work overtime as well. Like if you're gonna have me work overtime and not get paid for it, let me work my 40 hours in like 3 to 4 days, and then whatever else you want to have me work, like I still got my 3 extra days to decide whether I want to do that or not,
Yeah,
rather than having me work 5 days and then you only give me 2 days off, 2 days of my family, 2 days of time I need to rest and whatever else. And you gonna make me, and then if I work overtime, you're gonna make me work one of them extra day. Now I only get one day, bro. And then I gotta come back to work the following week. And then now you mad because I'm frustrated, or I'm unhappy because, hey, bro, you have me set these days. Whatever, bro. Cool.
I
I'm
feel
working
like
over my hours, and you taking another day from me. Like, and then I call in one day out of in fucking 3 months, and it's like, oh, that's a deduction from whatever
which
because you
is
called
dumb.
in.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I getting punished for calling in one day and I just worked 120 straight days without missing a single day of work?
So
I
one,
don't know, bro.
my PTO is not a heads up. I mean, it's not a request. It's just a notification that I ain't gonna be here. I don't need no agreeing and say, "Oh, we're busy this week and whatnot." I mean, not at my job. I mean, we're busy, but like, nah, my shit is telling you I will not be here these days. Two, I think companies need to understand. Obviously, again, comes down to a dollar. They all want one. They all need it at the end of the day, just like everybody else does. But they need to understand if you give me, let's just say like it is now, it's 5 day work week. Give me my shit I need to do for the week. Soon as I get it done efficiently, do it right, do it meticulously and efficiently and all that. I could probably get a lot of shit. Like for me now, I could get shit done in 3 days. Not kidding. Like the shit I do, I can get done in 3 days. Besides the setups I do, like on specific days, I can get my shit done in 3 days. Be done. Don't bother me. You need something else? Give me a call. But other than that, like, if you let people do the shit they're supposed to, it's like it's an incentive, is it not? Like, say, hey, you just get this shit done. You're done for the week, right?
100p, especially, and I get that, but I also feel like, as me, as like, if I was a business owner, I wouldn't just allow that off rip. Like,
No,
you need to
no.
show me like
You
you
have
can
to
do the shit
understand,
right,
but that
and
again, that's
like,
weeding out the bad. I mean, clearly, you got to weed out like the bad shit and bad people who don't know how to work. They just taking advantage.
100p, and I feel like, and that, I mean, I get what you're saying, but then I feel like at the it's kind of the same effect, because if you do that, then that means you have to keep people on a shorter leash, and that could also have the same effect. That could also make you unhappy, make the employee unhappy because they're on a
Yeah,
shorter leash, and like they don't get to slide with a bunch of shit, which is cool. I don't feel like you should slide on a bunch of
yeah.
shit anyways, but
Plus and minuses, obviously.
yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I feel like if there's a job where I can come in and you give me X amount of shit to do for this week, if I could get that shit done in 2 to 3 days, cool. Like, let me do that, and then let me do my own thing. And if you need some extra, just call me. I could do that.
Yeah, still get paid my 40 and all that. But
Especially, but I feel like that's for salary though. If you're paying me hourly, cool, I get it, because
yeah,
that goes both ways, because
but
of course I
but
can get all my
see,
shit done in 2 days, but then I don't get my hours because I can't be on the clock at home.
yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the way they take advantage. That's why they get a lot of people to sign salary. Hey, do this work, do this work. Can you stay late? Oh, you got to stay late and do this. And that's what happens with them. And that's why so many people are unhappy and turnover rates at different places are high as hell. Now with hourly, you also like you can make your hours at like definitely different places. Make overtime, but then a lot of times people depend on overtime. Like mine, we used to work till 5, 7 to 5, 10 hour day minus lunch, whatever. Now it's 3:30, so they're trying to save $1 off of every hourly employee sending them home at 3:30. Well then, I mean that's not making the hourly people happy. Like yeah, they get to go home, but they're like hey, like this overtime I need it, bro. Like y'all been doing this forever, and then y'all just switch it up almost out of nowhere because you're trying to save money. Like I said, there's plus and minuses everywhere. Which way you look at it, they're always trying to penny pinch. I mean, companies in general. So you just gotta, I guess, find your right work environment and right specific company or whatever you want to work at. That way you're happy. Because if not, the work week is atrocious, and you're that person who looks forward to every Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday you're like, damn,
Facts.
work tomorrow.
And I also feel like managers and just higher ups in general need to be more involved in making the work environment more. I don't want to say friendly, but more. I don't know the word. It just needs to. I feel like the work environment has a lot to do with the happiness of the employee as well. So like, I don't want to fucking come into work every day and
I
that goes with staffing too. I don't want to have to fucking deal with a manager that doesn't do his job and has everybody else doing their job. Or I know like I have one or two workers that don't do shit, and the other three workers is doing everything. It's like, so I feel
I under,
like that has a lot to do with it too, and that's why managers and higher ups need to be more involved, because like it's your job to staff correctly and weed those people out and get people in there that's going to do their job. So everybody's workload is where it's supposed to be at, and nobody feels like they're doing extra or anything like that. Because if everybody has the proper workload, 8 times out of 10, one or two of them motherfuckers gonna do extra just because. Because like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This like I'm doing my job and I still have, some energy to do some more shit. So like I'll go help him, or I'll go help him, or go do this to help out for next week or whatever. It just makes the entire process go way better.
oh yeah, and I understand the manager aspect. I mean, that's my shit I'm at now. I understand that part. Damn, what was I gonna say? Oh, like hand to God, bro. When I come into work every morning, like there's a road and a little turn to the gate, my soul leaves my body, dog. Right before I get to that gate, it's like, damn, this shit trapped out there. Like I'm not happy. And as soon as I leave the gate, not even leave work, it's still like I leave the shop. Boom, I get it back. I'm like, damn, I'm happy again. I'm by myself. I'm doing my shit, getting it done, whatever. You dread work, you gonna dread the week, bro. You're not gonna come home happy. I,
Facts.
I mean, I don't come home like unhappy and whatnot. It's just like I just don't like going there. That place sucks just because of environment wise. So it's like, damn, this place is boo boo.
Yeah, bro. Whenever you, especially with your job, bro, like that just it literally fuck your whole week up because you spend most of your week there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So of course, like there's people like us that know how to compartmentalize the difference. Like I know when I leave work, that shit stay here, and I'll just deal with it when I got to come back in the morning, and then we don't come home. But a lot of people don't have that mental capacity. That's not like a
Bring that home.
shot at nobody, but like a lot of people just don't have that mental capacity. They can't process work and home and completely different, because they go to work. It's like, damn, fucked up. Especially if they had a good weekend or something. Like, fuck, I gotta go to work
Hmm.
tomorrow. And then they come home and they're immediately thinking about the next day going to work. And it's like, all right, now I'm coming home from work thinking about work for the next day. And that's going to carry over into, oh, damn, like I gotta cook. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this and this and this. And then I gotta go to work tomorrow too. So then now your whole afternoon is funky because you're thinking about work the next day and you're not. I don't know.
It's not. Can't be me, dog. Can't be me. I leave that shit out right when I leave. I'm cool.
As soon as that motherfucking clock get punched, I ain't talking to no coworker. I ain't saying bye to nobody on the way out. That shit is at the time clock, big dog.
I've been told to be nicer at work. Literally, I've been told I gotta be nicer. Have conversations, say good morning, back. But I'm like, hey, I told my boss, I was like, hey, we cool, right? Like, I do my job and all that. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I ain't gotta do shit then. I ain't gotta do shit. I was like, I said, do I do my job? He's like, yep. And I was like, well, there you go. There's your answer. It's like, I don't come here to work to be friends, dog. I come to get a check at the end of the week. I don't
Facts.
do this shit. I do this shit for fun. I don't do that shit for fun. That shit ain't fun.
Nah, bro. Long as my motherfucking clock is punched, I'm doing my job. Anything beyond that, bro, That's on my free will. And if I do not feel like socializing, none of that, it's not happening, bruh. And you're not finna tell me what I need to do if I'm doing my job.
Yep, I get that, and I agree because I'm a grown ass man at the end of the day. You ain't about to boss me around.
Man, bro, you're
But
not paying
as
no
long as
bills,
I
bro.
add to it, like if as long as I'm doing my job, getting my shit done, you're not gonna boss me around in any other aspect. Like, hey, be friendly. Oh, can't say this. Don't. Well, not can't say this. It's like, oh, be more cordial. Have a little more fun. Nah, dog. Work ain't fun for me, dog. Leave me alone. Let me do my shit. I ain't had no complaints about it. Keep it pushing. Mind your business.
Like you said, bro, I got hobbies to have fun with, bro. This is not a hobby. This is a job. So let me
Mm-hmm.
do it and get out of my face, bro.
So we at the like the 50 mark. Which one you want to do next? You got audio two. You still got.
Um, we talk about women and men, bruh. So we had this little conversation yesterday. But who do you think loves harder, women or men? And I
I mean,
guess I'll
obviously we
give my
talked about
spiel
it.
already, but
I said men in the aspect, and I get where you saying what you've already said, but obviously for conversation reason on here, we're gonna repeat it. But for my aspect as a man, it's a man, in my opinion, on the Real Spill podcast. This is Real Spill. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. I ain't said it in a while. Gotta throw the title in there. We don't have to
you
trademark that.
hear me?
This is Real Spill right here, meaning it's facts, but it's an opinion. I mean, it's either or. You take it either or, but it's both. It's both. Um,
Both of them.
it's a man, and my point was or is that once that man, I don't. It's not. I also said it could be both, but in my opinion, it's a man. And this is kind of generalized, but once a man is with a woman, like he knows, like, oh, that's his rock, his woman he gonna be with. Like in that moment, not necessarily like every man stays with the first woman or the second woman, or whatever. They keep moving on, but a lot of men have an understanding of, hey, I got to take care of her or whatever else she got. Or if y'all have kids, like, I love this person. I got to take care of her. I go to work, even if it's like a shitty job or whatever, make sure they taken care of. And that's their form of love. And that was my reasoning. Like, and they take care of them, like, no matter what, they got it. And that was my reasoning behind it. Or is.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think, but my reason is a little bit different. I think men love harder than women when it's actual love from a man. Because a lot of, what I'm saying, men say they love you and it's not really like that. But
You.
I feel like when a man stop that.
Dog.
anyways, when I feel like and the reason why men love harder than women and it's more pure in my opinion is because the way that the difference between women and men and the way women and men, I don't want to say groom, but
Wired.
just like the natural wiring of a man and a woman. A woman is like wired to nurture, feed, take care of, and love. That's not a man's not wired that way. A man is wired to be a provider. So like whatever it is, and it doesn't even necessarily just refer to women, it's just period. Like I know as a man, like I gotta wake up and I gotta go to work and I gotta pay bills. So like and that's just me. And I feel like women naturally look for love and men don't do that. Men don't naturally look for love.
Yeah.
Men look for somebody that's gonna like do what they're not. So like like I said, like a woman's job, like to take care of and to like nurture. That's what they look for, and that doesn't go for one specific woman. So it's not like men are out here looking for one woman. They're just looking for somebody to do that. Women actually look for love, like love in its whole sense. So it's easier to interchange that for a woman than it is for a man. As if we talking specifically love, not just like what I was saying, how we're wired, just for love in general. Because men do not look for love and women do. So it's easier for a woman to interchange what or who's being loved than it is for a man.
I can agree in that aspect that we don't necessarily look. We not necessarily like a lot of men don't look for it, looking, have a fling, a thing or whatnot. When it happens, and then when they find that one thing that hits for them, that little spark, it's like boom, hey, I got you.
Exactly.
I'm here.
And it's
And not every man is that way. You got the dogs. you um
whatever, nigga.
I'm kidding.
Whatever.
Um like not like I said, not everyone, but when you that one those men that do have that are wired that way, like to stay with one that they're with right now and not like cheat and look for other shit. When they hit that spark, it's like, hey, me and you, I got you, all that, this, that, and the third. And then you just locked in and it is what it is. And then you got them fully because let's just be honest, women, in my opinion, obviously they gossip and they talk, but they act the same around everybody in for the most part, except for like, I guess sometimes those stranger situations, but like the way they act with you, the way they act with other people they know and all that, they're the same way. You don't see a lot of men being sensitive and like friendly and loving outside of their household, but when you're with that woman or special person, like this most kind, sensitive, loving person. Like I've been told like several times, like, oh, he's like a dickhead and whatnot. Like I literally been told I'm a dickhead
Yeah.
and all that. But then when you ask my woman, she's like, oh, like he's like a big ass teddy bear. Like literally, like we play around and whatnot. But I'm not. I'm just not that person. I'm just not the same person I am with her as I am with everybody else.
Facts. 100p. And I don't know, bro. I just feel like that's the disparity between or that's why I think when men actually love is I definitely feel like it's more pure and like and deeper than a woman, because like I said, women look for that, and so it's more, I don't want to say it's easily interchangeable, is more interchange it's easier for them to interchange who that goes to, because they're naturally looking for it, rather than a man who's not naturally looking for it. And when they get that, it's like, all right, let's keep this shit here and not fuck that up. Which I'm not saying women
Every
just think, yeah, not
Yeah,
every woman is like, oh, and I don't
but
think
in a
whenever a
general,
woman is
it's
in
not
love,
like yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that a woman that's in love with a specific man doesn't think the same way, but I don't feel like it's as deep because, again,
Yeah.
they're looking for that. And then at the same time, if they don't feel that way with a man, what they just gonna leave and go find that somewhere else. A
Hmm.
man's not necessarily gonna do that.
Yeah, and it's not
Like,
like every man is wired like to love this one person. Like you got the people who get in a relationship, but then they want somebody else all the time. This, that, and the third, right? So, but in a general sense, in an overall speaking, men would be the answer to this question. In an overall like general sense, like not like going deep into like I said, like this man's like just a cheater and whatnot, and a dog motherfucker. Like no, in a general aspect of it, looking at it, men love harder than women.
agreed.
So that being said, we will tune into the other question next week, which was I forgot, but and plenty other questions. We're gonna have to next week. Keep it lighthearted, not lighthearted. Make it funnier. I mean, this one was excellent talks. They always excellent talks. Let's be real, because this is real spill. Everything is truthful. You don't like it, take your ass somewhere else.
You feel me? I feel you though. Get some little comedic relief in this motherfucker.
Because I'm a comedian at heart, bro. Jacob was supposed to be on, but got the wee wee hut MacBook Pro, or not the MacBook Pro. This is straight up first MacBook from 2007. It's not from 2007, but Got the wee wee hut. That shit was fun. But he was supposed to be on here. But for some comedy. But we're gonna have to keep it comedy next week. Have a little fun, laugh. We need to do that more often. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe to the video. Hit the like button. Share the video. We'd appreciate it. And we'll see
Share
you
that
next week.
motherfucker.